What up, everybody? So, tabletop review. So, this is my review of the Yi Fei Phantom R X6 or X6 Phantom R or Phantom X6R. Not quite sure how they put it in order, but there's all the names. So, here's the quad right here, and it's, an X design that we're familiar with, and I think all of Yi Fei's current models are pretty much designed like an X, and this one's no different. So I know that there's a, kind of cranky Australian out there who will probably disagree with my review of this, but that's totally awesome because we're all different. We all like different things, and when I review things, if I really like something, I tend to really like it because it flies the way that I like to fly, which is, fairly aggressive and fast. Not saying this one's fast, Stuart. I got you, dude. But I tend to like these type of quads a little bit more than you'd probably suspect. With, I do prefer the Speed Demon, super fast, really nimble quads, but I do like some that aren't that. This one is very nimble. It's not super fast though. The throttle curve is kind of long. It takes a little bit to get moving, and then when it is actually moving at full speed, it's not a race car. You know what I mean? But all that being said, I like this quad very much. I have so much fun with this thing. It's very nimble, and besides that, this is one of the best night flyers that I have. The whole thing lights up and glows so bright. This is absolutely one of the best night flyers. I think it lights up better than the JJ1000, and all of you guys can hate on me for saying that. Yeah, I think it lights up better than the Skydreamer. This thing lights up amazing. And so it's kind of my go-to quad for night flights when it's full dark. So okay, let's talk about the bad. So I know there's a couple people that just want to make sure I name them all. So the bad is the yaw is not great. It's got 3 rates, and the yaw changes. And at high, it's not fast. I would say that it's maybe just a little bit faster than the X5C. A bit faster in high rates, which is not saying much. It's not super quick. If the yaw was faster in this and the pitch just a little bit deeper, it would be one of my favorite quads. But those two things, bump it down quite a bit. But I do really like this quad. So the yaw isn't fast and the pitch isn't deep on high, and we all kind of want that. But this is kind of geared as a camera quad, and so the fast yaw and the deep pitch kind of affects your filming. And this isn't a first person. The one that I have isn't, but it does have a 5.8 gigahertz first person camera available, I guess, to purchase somewhere. I'm not sure. I don't think I've seen it, but it is out there, I guess, maybe. So I could see where they dialed down some of the stuff because it is a camera quad. So when I ordered this and received it, I ordered this because I have the XS1. That's the first quad that I had from Yi Fei, and if you have an XS1 or you've seen videos of it, that thing is crazy. Super awesome. The yaw is the fastest yaw that I have in any quad. I think it's faster than anything that I have, most definitely. And it spins like a top. It's like a blur when you're in high and you're spinning the yaw. and it's fast. It's got pretty nice pitch, and you can get the XS1 moving really fast. This one is not that one, but I ordered it kind of with the expectation that it was going to be, the yaw was going to be quicker than it is, and the pitch was going to be deeper than it is. And so when I first got it, I didn't even know what to think of it because I wanted it to be something else. And so at first I was a little disappointed because I was expecting something else, but after about 4 flights, I realized that this is its own thing and it has its own characteristics, and it has, uh, its own responses, and it's a different quad. It's not an XS1 in a bigger body that's white. It is the X6 Phantom R, Phantom X6R, whatever they want to call it, and it's awesome. So the I can't say much more bad about it except for the pitch and the yaw. That's the only things that I really have negative to say about it. I wish it was faster. I wish it had a little bit more turning power, but it doesn't. But let's talk about the good. Besides the lights, this thing is so quiet. I have Latrax Alias clones that are insanely quiet. This is even quieter. This is the quietest quad that I have. The Phantom is a apt name for it. It'll sneak around. I mean, this thing is whisper quiet, and I think that's really cool. I like the loud ones too. The FX7CI that I have is so loud, it's ridiculous. And this is its complete opposite. It's very, very quiet and not as fast. So these are like polar opposites, the FX7CI and this one, but this thing is so quiet. It's awesome. And then it's super durable. This plastic's it's a little bit more flexible, I would say. It's not as stiff as some of the plastics out there. And, this thing can take some hits. It can take some hits. The gears are all protected, which is nice, but I have no chipped gears or, it sounds exactly the same as when I first opened it, and it's crashed a bunch. I let my brother-in-law and some other beginners, well, pretty much beginners, fly this because I think it's a really good beginner intermediate quad, and because it's real responsive, and it's light when you're flying it. It just feels light. So I was letting them fly it, and they banged it up a bunch. And there's really not even scratches on it. Looks perfect. The props are the only things where you can tell that it's hit the dirt a few times. So beginners and intermediates, I think you guys would love this quad. I think this is a great place to start. It's super quiet, super durable. It's got a very nice transmitter. Well, pretty nice transmitter. It's the same one as the XS1. Feels good in your hand, and the sticks are pretty nice and responsive. They're pretty loose. So I think this was around, I got this at Gear Best, and I think it was around $33 or something like. I can't remember, but it's under $40, I believe. So great alternative to the X5C. I would probably recommend this over that because in high rates it does have a little bit more get up and go to it than the X5C. It does have an on-off switch, which I really like. I wish all quads had an on-off switch. And like I said, it lights up really good, but the red is in front and the green is in back. It looks like you could swap those out. I just haven't had time to even take this apart and look at it, but it looks like you can swap them out. But this thing's awesome. You get pretty long flight times. It comes with a 500 milliamp hour battery, and you get about 9 minutes. Around 9 minutes, I put 650 milliamp hour batteries in this and got 11 minutes of flight time, which is pretty nice. I'm always amazed at the flight time. It's got a nice LVC warning. I think it's around 30 seconds, and it blinks very bright. Even in the daytime, you can see when this is an LVC. So pretty good. The 500 milliamp hour battery takes about 40 minutes or so to charge, depending on what you're charging it with. Here's the transmitter. These are all trims, and they all work. And up here you have your rates. It has 3 rates and the yaw changes, and this is your flip key, and you press it and give input. It does nice flips. They're in between the tight flips and the looping flips, so they're like a medium between those, but it flips very nice. I like forward flight. This thing flips real nice. It does come with a full set of spare props and a screwdriver. And then there's also screws in there for your, not your landing feet, your prop guards here. And these are big prop guards. They're like tough. I mean, they would really stop. They won't hit the props if you hit something with them, and they'll stop it from breaking the props. They're real nice prop guards. They do affect the flight performance. If you're a beginner, keep them on, put them on, until you can get some experience with it. It'll just save you some time and money, maybe your face. Once you're, got some confidence, take them off, because it really does affect the flight performance, because they are big and they have a lot of surface area. There's a lot of drag there. It does come with landing feet too, and I've never used the landing feet or the prop guards. But it does come with landing feet, and I guess that would be mainly if you have the camera there. So I guess if you want to put them on and you don't have the camera, just to learn with, they look kind of cool, but it does come with them. It has a real nice manual, actually. There's no Chinese. It's all in English for us here in English-speaking countries. It's all in English and tells you everything you need to know. They actually did a pretty good job with this manual. Looks like it's for the X5.1. Probably the same. I know they have the same boards. Stuart got both of these, and he said that they both have the same boards. I think the X5.1, I think it has smaller motors, maybe. I'm not real sure. There's some difference besides the design, but this is a really nice flyer. I really like it. I know there's going to be some people out there that don't like it, especially if you have an XS1 and you're got all these expectations for it. You're probably going to be a little disappointed. But after my initial disappointment went away, which was only for maybe 2 flights, I have grown to love this thing. I enjoy it. Advanced flyers out there, if you want just a nice little nimble quad to relax with and fly at night, this would be great. Beginners and intermediates, I think you would absolutely love this. Intermediates especially, put it on high rates and learn to sport fly before you start flying the really fast ones and stuff like that. I like this thing. I think it's awesome. But we are all different, so my opinion is my opinion, and I like it. There's videos of me flying this. If you saw the 4th of July video where I was flying over the fireworks, this thing was awesome that night. So anyway, let's go take you outside. I think that's all I gotta say. Take you outside. We'll show you the rates and the pitch and the flips and a little bit of flying. And if you want to see this fly more, please check out the videos I have posted already. And yeah, let's go check that out, and we'll call this a review. Hey guys, so this is going to be the flight demo of the Yi Fei X6 Phantom, and you can the dog, and you can recalibrate the accelerometer by holding both sticks down and to the right, and the lights will flash, and then you're ready to go. So this is on low rate, and I'm doing it out here because I think you could see it pretty good out here. It's white, So here's low rates pitch. Oh, kind of docile, not too bad. This thing is very, very quiet. Very, very quiet. So that's low rates pitch. And here's the yaw. So pretty slow on low. Doesn't get very fast anyway, but you know, that's pretty slow. Let me get over here because of the winds pushing it. There's the yaw. Hopefully that shows up. There's the yaw. Okay. So here's mid rates. Pitch. Wind's kind of pushing it to the left, so there's mid rates pitch. And there's the yaw, so a little bit faster. Still, it doesn't get, you know, super speedy. It's nothing like the XS1. Try to get it, the yaw again. So there's mid rates yaw. Okay. So here's high rates, and here's the pitch. It still doesn't get very deep. It's, you know, like I said, I find it, the pitch gets really, it gets deep in a funnel type turn. It'll turn real quick, but it doesn't pitch in forward flight. It doesn't pitch all that much. There's the high rates yaw. So you can see it's decent. You know, it's not bad. It's just not super fast. I thought it was going to be a lot faster. But in high rates, it will turn fast because you can see the pitch gets deeper in the funnel turns. I'll get it down into the out of the white area. The pitch gets deeper in the funnel type turns than it does in forward flight. But this thing does move pretty quick. It's very responsive, turns pretty fast. This is on high rates here flying. It's very smooth, very precise. The turns aren't super, you know, they're not on a dime turns, but it will turn pretty fast. You can see that. Oh, lost it over the roof there for a sec. So you guys have seen me fly this a bunch already, so I think that's oh yeah, we should take a look at the flips here. Forgot about the flips. Does nice flips. Pretty much, you know, one position. The wind's bullying it. Real nice flips. So back over here. Alright, that's good enough for the flight demo. So that's the review and flight demo of the Yi Fei X6 Phantom. I like this one. It's nice. Thanks for watching.
Haley, wake up. I fell asleep. I had a sugar crash and I fell asleep and I didn't do the paper.